apologize for my appearance. Obviously not as evil as I look. People tell me that. I know my look screams, Villain's Apprentice or Vampire's Loyal Servant, but that's not me, I don't even own a trench coat. They don't let me anymore. I go to the trench coat store, they tell me to get out. Not evil. I am sickly though. People tell me I look sickly, and I usually agree with that. I've sort of always looked like sickly. I'm sort of a guy. I've sort of always looked like I've been microdosing poisonous berries my whole life. I could be having diarrhea at any moment. There's weird stuff about the way I look. I have braces. I'm an adult man with braces. Not to have straight teeth. I just kind of like the way they look. I was like 5'7", anemic looking. Let's add braces, dude. Let's make talking to women more awesome. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like, I like my orthodontist. I like people who work at the office. There's one lady at the ortho that I don't like. She's this broad-shouldered Eastern European lady, which is fine. But when you get the Eastern European lady at the ortho, it does hurt more. A lot more. I feel like she puts all the pain and suffering of her country into tightening my fucking teeth, Yes, your teeth will look very good. I'm like, that hurts. She's like, it hurt when missile destroyed my babushka. I don't know why you brought your life into my mouth, but it's unpleasant. People ask when they're coming off all the time. When are the braces coming off? That's what people like to know. 27. Had him for about 19 months, so I'm hoping to get him off by senior prom. That's really what I'm hoping for. I already bought my tux, so I'm really embarrassed. It's an election year. You guys excited for this? I don't know. I don't really care either way. I was talking to my dad just about the news and the election and shit, and he says some crazy stuff to me sometimes. He goes, yeah, I think regardless of the outcomes of the election, I think we'll be in civil war by Christmas. Which made me civil war by Christmas, dude? That means America gets 2 Christmases. Yeah, that's what's up. Regardless of side, I'm crossing the line to go to the other Christmas, for sure. I'm getting 2 Christmases. You know that story where, like, in World War I, the French and German sides on Christmas Day, they stopped fighting, they went into no man's land, and they, like, played a soccer game? I feel like the American version of that is just going to be a cornhole tournament. And the left is not going to win that tournament. There's no way. Just watch this libtard. Some of the crassest, one-dimensional guys I know are so incredibly amazing at tossing bags. You ever notice that? Like, guys who have never talked about their emotions can toss a bag with more fucking poise and composure than Salieri conducting an orchestra. Doesn't mean for this. Yeah, I just don't think that women should ever be able to be president. Oh, it's my throat? Just perfect. Dude, you should, dance or something. Civil War by Christmas. Dude, Black Friday is about to be crazy. What up? Everyone's still in line at Walmart, but it's just for the guns now. I don't know who I'm going to... I don't really care who I'm going to vote for. I kind of want to vote for RFK, but that's just because I think he sounds like a bratwurst, and I think that's really funny. I like that about him, that he sounds like deli meat. So that's my dad, Civil War by Christmas. That's the kind of guy he is. Me and my dad have a weird relationship for a lot of reasons. One of the big reasons is that, my father's name is John Adams Brooks V. And I'm Brandon. You understand? We're just going to end the franchise there, huh? After 5 Rockies, I gotta be Creed, huh? Nothing wrong with Creed, but I'm no Michael B. Jordan. I can't carry a new franchise. It's not his fault. My dad didn't know about me until I was 3 months old. I'm one of those kids. My dad got a summons in the mail. I think that's crazy. I think it's crazy that a court can be like, this lady says you fucked her, you gotta come in, we gotta talk about this. Without a meeting. It's just crazy. My dad found out he was a father the same way you find out that you ran a red. Yeah, shit. I was worried about that one. Should have stopped. Should have stopped, for sure. I used to blame my dad for stuff. Like I didn't have an awful childhood, but not the best, you know, and I used to really be angry at my dad for that. But I don't know, I'd probably be a bad dad too if I found out about my kid while looking through my junk mail. What kind of father figure are we building here? I don't know, those are my issues. I don't know, they're not the worst. I deal with them. I have friends who have issues. One of my closest friends is a trans man. I actually didn't know him before he was trans, so I became friends with him, and then I tell him all the time, like, dude, sometimes I forget that he's trans. And he tells me that that's good, because it's like gender affirming or whatever, but it also leads me to saying some really stupid shit to him. Like one time, it was a hot day, like a summer day, and we were just hanging out, and I was like, dude, it's fucking hot. Are your balls sticking to your leg too? He was like, no, they're not. They're not, they never have. Oh, shit. Sorry. Telling him about some girl I hooked up with. I'm like, dude, do you ever just pull out right in time? He's like, stop asking me questions. Forever, always. I'm a big movie guy. I like movies. Some movies I find really emotionally impactful. Like, whatever you guys... I love the movie Brokeback Mountain. I think it's a beautiful movie. It's well directed, well acted. I have a gripe with Brokeback Mountain. If you haven't seen it, it is ostensibly about two gay cowboys having sex in a tent. There's more to the movie than that, but it is in there. And my issue with the movie is that if you know how gay cowboys have sex, then you know that had to be one smelly, stinky tent. Beautiful love story. It's haunting. It's heartbreaking. I just wish there was one scene where Jake Gyllenhaal was like, dude, do you think we could unzip the tent a little? It's pretty bad. It's so bad back here, dude. It's so bad. Maybe next time we can jump in the creek beforehand. It's right there, the creek. Look, man, I love you, but I take my wife's disgusting pussy over this, honestly. Honestly. This is gross. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
hear it. Brian and Ben, so many bees. My name is Hunter. It's a pretty white name. I'm sorry about it. I am pretty white when it comes to black guys, so may come as a shock, maybe a surprise to some. I am half black. You can blame it on the lighting. I have a son named parents out there. Clap your hands if you got kids. I really thought I was bringing all the diversity to the table when it came to my son. I was like, a quarter black, if that's all I can give him. I'm proud to do so, for my boy. Because his mom is 100% Dutch, which, as we should know here in West Michigan, the whiter of the whites. So I was like, 25%, if that's all I can do, I'm happy to do so. And then his mom came out as a lesbian, and I was like, oh shit. He's half gay too? That's awesome. That's awesome. You always want more for your kids, This is more than I could have ever asked for. Or provided, really. For my son. I am kind of black, if you can't tell. What does kind of black mean? To me, kind of black means if you see me driving down the highway, jamming out, there is about a 50-50 chance it's to Fleetwood Mac, and a 50-50 chance it's to Mac Miller. That's to say that even the black half of me, still pretty white. Has anyone ventured over to the other side of the wall to see what that talking is? Or are we all just trying to ignore it? Our best? Alright. Then I won't bring it up anymore. I'm biracial. I've been told I give off bisexual energy. And I think it's because I am a man who dresses like a lesbian. So that does make sense. 3 of my last 4 girlfriends have been bisexual. 4 of my last 4 girlfriends have been bipolar. I think I'm just addicted to the indecision, Recently moved in with my girlfriend here in Grand Rapids. Got a new view, a nice view over by Medical Mile. Got a nice view of the children. We got a nice sunset view of the sun setting right behind the Children's Hospital. I believe it's a beautiful juxtaposition. We do have a view of the office side of the hospital, so like the financial department, the real sick ones. I'm kidding, of course. I no longer live there. It's toxic relationships, folks. They don't last long. I'm single. Anybody else single out there? Clap your hands, single people. Way to act happy. I appreciate it. That's all we can do. Whatever you say. A lot of people in the single communities are talking about red flags, which is awesome, because we finally have standards for ourselves. Congratulations. Sorry it took so long. I do think red flags are important to talk about. I do think we need to seek out red flags. I do think we need to look out for them in ourselves before we start searching out for them in other people. Like me personally, I don't think I have a drinking problem. I just like to have a couple of beers after work, on my way home. I don't see the problem with that. Others have approached me. Mostly law enforcement. I have realized some green flags in my dating. I think for me, a green flag is an animal lover, a pet lover. I need a lady who loves animals, because I do require the patience and understanding you would give a dog that just shit on your carpet. Or a cat that just puked in your shoes. Do you understand? I need your patience. I will often stare off into the corner like I'm watching spirits that aren't there. I will eat whatever you leave on the counter and not clean up after myself. Do you understand? If you're thinking about dating me, I'd say get a rescue for a couple weeks. And then reconsider. Maybe. I've been most recently dating cat ladies, and I don't know what that says about them or me, but it hasn't been working out, so it's time to move on. I prefer sex with dog ladies, but they don't prefer you call them that. For whatever reason. I prefer sex with dog ladies because sex with cat ladies is a lot more cold and reserved, like they're animals. You don't get the proper feedback you're looking for. You're not going to get a lot of sex talk with cat ladies. The most you're going to get is like a into your tip while she's scratching your scruff. And that's cool for like a sensory thing if you're into it. I need more feedback. I need more encouragement. That's why I like sex with dog ladies. They give you warmth, encouragement. They give you someone who's going to be like, who's going to come? Who's going to come? Who's going to come? And it's me. It's always me. It's always me. I'm the goodest boy. You guys want to talk about deaf people or Meijer? All right. Someone who's not comfortable with the disabled, rude. You said Meijer very quickly. Are you more familiar with? Are you a Meijer fan? Over Walmart? If those are my two options, I understand. I prefer Meijer as well. I was at Meijer the other day. I was leaving Meijer, and I saw a couple also leaving Meijer. It was a couple by the technical sense of the word, I guess. It was just two people. I don't think they were romantically involved at all. It was a father and his daughter, so. More like a family. I saw a family at Meijer. Or like half a family. More like a broken home. I saw this broken home at Meijer. And they were leaving Meijer. And as they were leaving Meijer, they stopped to talk to the Meijer greeter. But since they were leaving, of course, she was more like a Meijer escort. So the broken home stopped to talk to the escort, and the father let her know, hey, you guys are out of bananas. She was like, what? Yeah, you guys are out of bananas, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. And in my head, I just wanted him to grab her by her Meijer collar, pull her in real close, and be like, then you better have the fucking bananas. But he didn't, of course, that was only in my head. So I did it. I came up from behind her, and you better have the fucking bananas. It's like, oh my God, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm with them. You guys have been a fun time. Give it up for your host, Brian B, everybody. I would never do that. I did a gig over in Waterford on Friday, and I killed it like I am doing right now, you guys. There's little spurts of laughter here. There were these two people at a table right up front, and they didn't laugh the whole time. It bugged the shit out of me. They just sat there like this. Then at the end of the night, I went out to go smoke a cigarette after the show, and the lady walks up to me and she goes, I just want to let you know that we didn't laugh at any of your jokes because we don't like your hat. Yeah, and I was like, I just want to let you know I'm sorry as shit that your dad didn't love you as a child. Fucking who does that? I studied psychology in college, you guys, Muskegon Community College. I'm a fucking expert on the mind, you know what I mean? And I did not see that one coming. But I do know from being to a therapist several times, probably or not. You know what I mean? Probably or not. I did a gig in Coopersville not too long ago. I don't know if you guys have ever drove 15 minutes out of this place. You ever get to Coopersville in the spring and it smells horrible, right? I did a show there, and I go out to have a cigarette, and this guy's standing out there, and I'm like, ah, man, it smells like shit out here. And he smiles, and he goes, I know. I was like, how could you live with that? And he just looks at me and goes, you'll get used to it. And I remember thinking my whole ride home that night, I don't want to get used to something like that. I don't want one of my main senses to dull the fuck down. I don't want to be swimming in a lake one day and someone's like, Tim, you're going to want to get out of the water. And I'm just fucking doggy paddling, trying to dodge turds. Like, why? Comedy's weird, man. Comedy's weird. I actually got a gig. This was last summer. It was a guy who was just having a private like barbecue party, and it was in Free Soil. You guys ever heard of Free Soil? Right. So you know this joke's about to get weird. And the guy goes, "Listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you 3.5 pounds of bacon. Because I'm gonna give you 14 pounds of chicken, and I'm gonna give you $40 and a pound of weed." That was what he wanted to pay me, right? I met this guy on the internet though, so I'm like, I gotta trust him, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I've never dealt with the barter system in comedy, you know? So I thought about it for a day, and then I got back with him, and I was like, "Listen, buddy, you throw in half a pound of mushrooms and your oldest daughter, we gotta fucking do it. We gotta fucking try." And that show was a ride. Like, his daughter didn't look happy at first, but after we drank for a little while and I finally got her into the car, she's my wife now, you guys. We got married. Fucking locked that goddamn. I was like the Amish of comedy. I am, man. I'm married. My wife is super cool. I didn't get her at a gig. My wife and I, when I'm out in public, I'm the weird one. I'm very social. I like to have fun. I like to drink, you know. And my wife is very reserved. She'll just hang at the table. But when we're at home, my wife is weird as shit, right? She's like overly fun. I love that about her. The other night we were hanging out. We were watching a rom-com. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this one, Magic Mike. And I'm hitting my bong, and I'm drinking my scotch, and my wife is eating popcorn. It gets to this romantic scene where this fella's dancing, and my wife looks at me and goes, "You should talk dirty to me tonight." And I was like, "Girl, I would love to talk dirty to you tonight." And I go, "But I don't know how." My wife was like, "What do you mean you don't know how?" I go, "Because I've never talked dirty to anyone before you. Me and you have never done dirty talk." I was like, "I don't fucking have any seasoning in dirty talk. I'm open to it." I was like, "Just tell me what to say." And my wife goes, "It's not what you say, it's how you say it." Have you ever heard that? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I go, "All right, well, tell me how to say it." She goes, "You gotta talk to me in a deep, demanding, borderline scary voice." And then she pops some popcorn in her mouth and starts watching the movie again. Well, I'm over 40, so I'm like, I gotta keep repeating this shit in my head, otherwise I'm gonna forget it. So I'm going deep, demanding, borderline scary. Deep, demanding, borderline scary. Finally, it gets to the moment where the movie's over, and me and my wife are in the bedroom, and she throws me that look, right? She's like, and I'm like, shit, she wants me to talk dirty, right? And I got those characteristics, deep, demanding, borderline scary. But the only voice I could think of in the moment, high and drunk, was Batman. So I just hit her with, "Gotham may not want me, but it sure does need me." My wife looked back at me, she's like, "Did you just fucking quote Batman back there?" I was like, "Yeah, you like it." She was like, "Keep going, it's working." She's a super freak. Can you take it too far? Can you take the dirty talk too far? Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah, you can. So we were trying it out last night, right? And I said to my wife, I was like, "Do you care if Robin joins in?" My wife was like, "Who the fuck is that sitting in the corner?" And I was like, "That's Brian. He's on the show this weekend." Brian, I hope you got your money back for that costume. I really thought she was going to let it